I got to tell you, I admire the older generation learning that new technology. My mom's 91, and she learns all this stuff. Her only issue is she wonders why all the grandkids keep unfriending her on Facebook. I said, Mom, they don't want you to know what they're doing, you know.
Does she have a smartphone?
Yeah, she has a smartphone.
Oh
Yeah.
my
My grandma calls it Spacebook.
She calls it what?
Spacebook.
Well,
Like,
if you
don't
have,
put that picture on Facebook of me. I look horrible.
if you ever have 5 minutes to get to know this grandmother, she is a fiery
She's
one.
a fiery one. She was raised in the West, and she's an independent woman, and she lives in the South, and she tells it like it is.
Facebook, I love it.
Facebook, yes. Yeah, it's hot out there right now.
gosh.
Gosh, yeah, and it's going to be even hotter. Today we actually tied for the hottest day so far this year in Portland. 95 was our high.
But a lot of areas, they hit 100. didn't
Oh
they?
yeah, Lake Oswego,
Higher.
yeah, Beaverton, Tiger, 99 degrees, so just verging on 100 degrees. I'll show you those temperatures here in a second. If you didn't know how hot it was outside and you're just looking out the window, it's gorgeous out. It's just beautiful. Hard to find a cloud in the sky, nice and clear out there. We're at 94 though, so it is burning up. Winds coming in from the west at 14. And here's a look at the triple-digit heat. Take a look at this, Jeff. Tiger just went up. We're at 100 degrees there now. 98 in Beaverton, and Lake Oswego in the triple digits earlier, now down to 96. West Lynn in the upper 80s, mid 90s farther south, and we're in the 90s as you slide eastward too. So it is just really heating up out there. The hottest temperature is typically between 2 and about 6 p.m. though that heat really can linger through the 7 o'clock hour too, as it takes a little while for those temperatures to start to cool down. So our highs today, 94 in Vancouver, 79 in Astoria. We really warmed things up there. Different story down south for Newport and Lincoln City, stuck in the 60s today. Pendleton at 101, 105 at the Dalles, and you can see the triple-digit heat out across southeastern Oregon as well. This evening, temperatures slow to fall for Portland and for the metro area, and really for the valley. This sums it up for you. We'll be in the low 90s through 7 o'clock, mid 80s through 9 o'clock, and then by 11 o'clock temperatures in the 70s, and eventually we'll try to dip down into the mid 60s, and then we start all over again tomorrow. So heat advisories in effect up and down the valley, up into southwest Washington too, highlighted in orange here, until 9 p.m. Friday. So we have 2 more days to get through. Fire danger as you head through the gorge, because we have that wind component to add to the heat and the dry weather that we're experiencing. So fire danger there until noon Friday, and then heat advisories, of course, for parts of central Oregon and on up into Washington too. So we're going to continue to see this heat, and really it sticks around through the weekend. Temperatures do start to back off early next week. Hottest temperatures again between 2 and 6 generally, so stay hydrated. Make sure you exercise early, or maybe wait until closer to sunset, because during the peak heating, that's when you can start to see heat exhaustion and heat stroke symptoms. So you just want to be careful, and don't forget how hot it can get in the cars. Don't even leave anything in there that you don't want to perish for longer than a minute. I mean, you just don't want to do it at all. It's going to be really hot in those cars, especially when the air gets really drier. It just heats up that much more in the vehicle. So hour by hour forecast tonight, temperatures in the 90s, and we'll see those drop into the 80s again by 9:15, and then by 11 we're still in the 70s, and even as we head towards the 2 a.m. hour, we're still in the upper 60s to low 70s. Tomorrow morning we wake up to temperatures in the 60s and 70s, mainly clear. Some clouds for the coast, but those will move out and we'll see more sunshine, especially up towards Cannon Beach and Astoria. 70s there, upper 80s to around 90 by 1 o'clock. So we're heating up fast, and then by the time we wrap things up tomorrow afternoon, we're looking at another day in the mid to upper 90s. Tomorrow will probably be the hottest day of 2015 for Portland. And don't forget allergies too. Those can wreak havoc as well. The weeds and the trees, they're not the concern at this point. It's the grass, and the level there has really spiked. It's up to very high levels at this point. So if your allergies are bothering you, you can blame it on the grass. Your forecast for 4th of July in the mid 90s, and that's going to be during the day. So it's going to be a warm one for the evening, temperatures in the 80s. Keep in mind last year we were right around 80 degrees for a high, and we thought it was hot then, so it's going to be quite a bit warmer this year. Saturday forecast, 4th of July around the state, triple-digit heat through the Dalles, mid to upper 90s across the northeast, 70s for the coast, and we will have to watch out for the potential for some mountain thunderstorms too, but those could cool you off. But that lightning could certainly wreak havoc when it comes to the fire danger, so we'll watch that closely. Coastal forecast tomorrow, 70s, 60s down south. We'll see some sunshine for the afternoon. I-5 mid to upper 90s, heat advisory, don't forget. Central and east, mainly clear, upper 90s to triple-digit heat. Cascades Government Camp at 90, Hood River in the upper 90s. Still a little breezy from time to time, but winds will really pick up Friday. And we'll even see those winds pick up a little bit for the Portland metro area and through the valley Friday. So I think we should really keep a close eye on fire danger Friday. It's going to be hot. It's going to be dry. The winds are going to be picking up. I know we don't have any red flag warnings in effect or anything of that nature Friday, but just a heads up, the winds are going to be picking up, and I think the fire danger will be going up. So just be careful. And then we get a little bit of a break next week back to the upper 80s.
Yeah.
Looking
down
forward
to
to
break
that.
is
A tiny
89.
break, but it's something, right?
Okay. Well, no, and we know that you'll keep us updated on that wind and stuff near the end of the week, because that's a big
Absolutely.
thing to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kristen.